There obviously is still hash rate in China, a non-trivial amount of hash rate in China. And just because, there was this sweeping crackdown, the market crashed, hash rate crashed, all these things happened, doesn't mean that there is zero mining activity in China anymore. It may be smaller scale or in different provinces, a little bit scattered, maybe harder to find. But it's definitely not a 0% hash rate in China anymore.
With current ETH mining, you are seeing a migration of hash rate. It used to be very centered in China. Now you're seeing a lot move to, I believe it's Kazakhstan and America. So I know Texas is booming when it comes to crypto mining. There still is a lot of hash rate in China. They're using, I think it's proxies and a few other services to really get out of China and mine. Chinese pools themselves within China, most of them have closed down. The rest are either closing down or talking about closing down at the end of the year. I know F2 pool, I believe, and a few others are just blocking China entirely at the end of the year. So ETH has been pretty interesting. I mean, back last year, I would expect the China ban to really shut China down, but it's just so profitable that the Chinese don't want to shut down. The China government isn't really a cohesive whole sometimes. You have people say one thing and people say another. So even though we say it's banned, it's more like it's kind of banned, but not. It really depends what province you're in and how you do things, because as long as you're operating the company legally and paying taxes, they're not really just going to suddenly shut you down per se. It's really the illegal ones they're really going after. So there still is a lot of legal mining in China that's continuing, but you do see a lot of people moving over just because they're afraid that that crackdown on the legal aspect might happen anytime.
To what Chris was saying, yeah, absolutely. Of course, there's still hash rate, there's still mining in China. I think all that you're seeing is the larger, more organized, cohesive units. They're not the ones that are easier to track and for the Chinese government to shut down and intervene with. You're not going to see as much activity from those. So it did take a hit. That's very obvious. Looking at the hash rate chart, very much like the Bitcoin hash rate chart, you could see where there were the immediate effects of a drop off in the hash rate. But by no means is it 0%, not even close.